Good day, it's Eric Waller again. I'm here to talk to you more about my haunted house project. We're going to come over to the table here and we'll take a shot at the house that I've already built, because it is a long process. So here what we have is the Haunted Mansion, and as you can see, this is the front, the sides, the back, the other side, and now we're back to the front again. We had used this picture as our reference to kind of give us an idea of what we might want to go for. This is an old style mansion, of course there's a lot of detail on that, but we just wanted a basic haunted house to start with. So basically what I did here was I built the house out of foam. I hollowed out where the windows were at, because what we did, we ended up putting lights on the inside so they could flash. And one reason why I decided to make it out of foam was because I wanted to keep this piece for different competitions and that. And yes, I could sculpt this out of cake, but granted it would take me a long time to make it out of cake, but it can be done. So I covered the whole cake in fondant and gum paste. I had used my lining tools to make all the wood pieces and cut all the trim, and the shutters and everything are made out of gum paste. The house is actually made from homemade fondant, because I found that homemade fondant is a lot stickier than the store-bought fondant, so that helps adhere to the foam a lot better. The porch lining here is all made out of fondant, and I used a lining tool, the same tool here, and the little tool here. They got the little points on, and I just ran through there to give it the wood grain effect. Same way with the posts, and all the stone and everything are made out of fondant, and then this is actually royal icing grout that I used to put inside there. And the railing around here is all gum paste. I cut each individual piece out and glued each and one little piece together with my meringue powder and water. And all the shutters, the weather vane up here, all of them have all been made out of gum paste. And the same way around the shutters on the sides. You know, and I hung the shutters at different angles, because if you ever look at an old haunted house type place, you know, they let it run down, and it gives it that eerie, scary feeling. So now what I'll do is I'll just push that back, and what I'll do is once I make the cake, and it will sit on this side over here. This is a foam base. This is what I had made this cake prior for a co-worker's Halloween party, and this is what the house sat on. I made the cake, and then I painted the whole thing up to look like a yard. So this is going to be my cake dummy, and then I'll wrap it in fondant and paint it up to make it look like the yard. And this is what the railing and everything will go around. The house will sit in the middle. And here is a couple trees I had made, and on these trees I had started off with a piece of balsa wood, or not balsa wood, but a dowel rod. And then when the dowel rod is basically the centerpiece for my tree, it's an armature. And then I made all these pieces out of gum paste, and then I used my tools again, and then that's how I did all the wood graining on my trees. And then I just rolled up the branches and kind of gave it a twist look, and that's what gave me the texturing of my trees. And then they'll sit down inside the cake, and then when they're ready to take them out, you just pull them out, and voila, you feel ready to eat your cake. And these pieces I can keep. That was the whole point of me making it the way I did, so I got the other pieces that if I ever decide to decorate another Halloween cake, which I'm getting ready to do, that I'll be able to keep the pieces for the cake.